Mm-mm. Can't find what I'm looking for. Can't find what I'm looking for. I feel like I got bit by a mosquito. Yo, are mosquitoes even out anymore? It's like getting cold now. The mosquitoes know their time is up. Hello, Mr. Sutton. How are you? Tremaine? Mentors, hello. I started the stream again. You were abducted by aliens. Yeah, driving in the woods, right? I got lost with the alien attack. You will find it. Take your time. I will find what? What are you saying I'll find? What was I talking about? Did I say something about finding something? If I did, I totally forgot what I said. So I'm at the Dollar General. I'm just going to probably go in there and get me some snacks or something. Because I feel like I want something to chip on. But I hate getting next to these cars. I don't like to be parked too close to people. You know? I kind of like to be out of the way. If you know what I mean. I don't like backing in either. Because I'm like, it's two cars like right side by side. And this is my first time in my life ever having a car where I had a camera. But I just I don't like to be next to people too close. You will find it. You said you were looking for something. What did I say I was looking for? It's okay when you need it, it will pop up. I don't even know what I said I was looking for. I done lost my track of thought. I'm just at the Dollar General, and I said I wanted to go out here and get some snack, like probably some candy, to be honest. Some sugar. Not that I need it, but I feel like I want a snack. I don't know what, though. It's okay when you need it, it would pop up. I don't know what I said I needed, though. I really don't know. I started my stream again because I got abducted by aliens. Mr. Mentor said I got abducted by aliens. Dollar General is some great candy and dollar bags of fruit, this and lemon heads. Yeah, I like Dollar General. There's too many people in there right now. It's about 15 cars out here right now. So I know I go in there, the line gonna be long. I'm not doing nothing. I don't have to be back to the shelter until about 8:30 anyway. And you know, I'm not in a rush. Dollar General. Yeah, Dollar General be having some nice stuff, right? I was telling somebody this morning about, or was it yesterday? I was telling y'all about my jackery. Look at my little jackery. I bought this a couple of years ago. Of course, for me watching YouTube videos of people with van life, right? So this is a jackery, but this is a mini one. This is really cute. It's so small. It's heavy. It is kind of heavy, but it's small and it's compact. And this is a jackery. And I always charge this like when I'm driving, because I can charge this. This holds like probably, this will probably stay charged for like 2 days. Probably not 2 days, probably not that long, but this is my baby jackery, and I got this from watching van life videos, and this guy that I watch, and I've been watching him for years. I was obsessed with watching like van lifers for such a long time in my life. I was obsessed with watching like van life, and then coming to find out I lived in my car for like 30 something days, and it wasn't too bad, but then it got old. It get old fast, you know what I mean? That's when I went into the homeless shelter. But I used to watch van life content for a very, very long time. And I ended up being a van lifer, like a car. I call it car life. I ended up being a car life person. And I ended up living in my car. I guess I know why. But I bought this jackery from watching people that lived in their car. Can life sounds interesting. It was van life. It was van life. Van life content. People that live in their cars. But come to find out, a lot of these people don't even live in their cars like full time. They just do it for content. But some of these people really do live in their cars. So van life, my bad. Yeah, it was van life. Like basically people that just live in their cars. They live in their. One guy I watch a lot of Canadian people that live in their cars, because Canada is a beautiful country. It's a lot of wild land out there in Canada. So man, they got some back roads in Canada. You can get lost in the back wilderness of Canada. I mean, they got grizzly bears out there. So Canada is beautiful. They have a lot of beautiful spaces in Canada and a lot of wild open spaces. And Canada is amazing. You could live in Canada, live van life in Canada, and nobody would know you're there. Like you could be in the back country so bad. Like that's amazing. I would love to live like that, but I would be scared to do it on my own, especially in places like Canada. Canada's beautiful though. That's another place I want to go. I want to visit Canada, the Canadian outback, the Canadian wilderness. I remember the saying, if the band rocking, don't come on knocking. Ah. If the band has a rocket, don't come on a knocking. Ah. Yeah, Canada is beautiful, man. I be watching a lot of the Canadian backcountry content. You know, the guys that go in the backcountry, stay out there. You know, some of them really do live that life. Some of them are not. Some of them are not actors for views. Some of them really live that van life. And this one guy, what's his name? His name is Foresty Forrest. I love him. He be hiking up mountains and everything. I can't do that though, because I'm scared of mountains. They too high. And he be hiking up mountains when it's snowing outside. Like, I love him. He's one of my favorite. But he's a Canadian van lifer person, but he be in the back country hiking up mountains and all that stuff. He's a hiker, an avid hiker. I would say that he's a mountaineer. He's a experienced mountaineer. He has a dog now. And I've been probably watching him for like 10 years. Probably 7 or 8 years, but I just started getting obsessed with that content of being away from society, like getting out of society, living the van life, getting away from your life, just escaping and disappearing into the woods. I love that. Canada's beautiful. Yeah, but in Canada, I would have to go packing out there because they have grizzly bears out there. So they have black bear too. They have all kind of bears in there, but they have grizzlies in Canada. So you have to definitely go packing when you see in the wildlands. But Canada is beautiful. The Yukon, the Dambster Highway, the Alaska Highway is so beautiful. I watch all that stuff. Where are you? It's dark already. I'm in New Jersey. You're living off the grid and deep in the woods in the mountains is tough life, yet you can see how it is peaceful as well. Yet isolation is tough mentally, and I would need a partner. Yeah, I mean, it would get tough for people. But some people are really like, some of these people that I watch, they're okay with being alone. But this guy, he has a dog now, so that's his partner. He is lonely, but he comes out and does like stuff with other van lifers. He gets up with people. You know, you have to have your time where you want to meet up with people that you care about, you know. But yeah, it gets lonely back there, I guess. Because some people always say, oh, I'm fine with being alone. I'm fine with being alone too, but sometimes I don't mind, you know, having a laugh or two here and there. To the mountain I go. To the mountain I go. Okay, the East Coast. It's dark out here. It's 7:30 now. It's like, I'm at the Dollar General. I want to go in there and get like a snack. I feel like I want to get a soda. I don't know. I just started the live stream again because my other live stream was acting up. Yeah, East Coast, Best Coast, whoop whoop. Man, I'm trying to get out of the East Coast. I'm trying to go somewhere. I don't know where I want to go, y'all. But I can't move around right now. I gotta get stuff handled in my life. I can't go anywhere for a while, but I don't know. Life is crazy, man. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Where are you at, Thunder Scorpion? Where are you? You remind me of my sister. I call her Vonnie, but Pops calls her Nicole. Oh, I remind you of your sister? Okay. We remind ourselves of somebody, right? No, we all have somebody we remind somebody. I was talking about that with my boss today at work. There was a lady that works at my job, and I said, yo, you remind me of this lady so bad. You like you could be her sister. And she was like, oh, yeah, I keep hearing about this lady that you keep telling me that I remind you of. And I'm like, yeah, she could be your sister. Y'all could be cousins or something. Because, you know, sometimes people say, you look like this person. But the person that they say that you look like might be a person that you might perceive to be an unattractive person. Like some people might say I look like this person, but the person is like not a good looking person. So then I'd be looking at the person like, you said I look like this person, but this person is not attractive in my head. So I'm like, what are you calling me, ugly? You know what I mean? So people say that all the time. I don't never get in that conversation of telling people you look like somebody, especially if the person is not so attractive. I don't never say, hey, you look like this person. And then you be like, well, that person is not good looking. So what are you saying, that I'm ugly? So I don't get into those conversations. That's just like saying to a woman that's overweight, hey, are you pregnant? When do you do? I said that one time in my life and I never said that again. So this chick that I went to high school with, she looked like she was pregnant. Her belly was big, and I felt so bad afterwards. She was like, girl, I'm not pregnant. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't know what to say. I was looking stupid. Like it was a cliffhanger. I was like, yo, I was so ashamed of myself. I was like, girl, I'm sorry. And I'm glad she was somebody that I kind of knew a little bit, you know, but I know she was probably calling me all kind of B words on the inside. But I was like, girl, I'm sorry. I don't really know. You know, when you say something to somebody and it's offensive and you don't know how to clean it up, right? So then you kind of just be like, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I was like, damn, girl, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, gosh. She was like, what are you saying? I'm fat or whatever. And it's sad. I shouldn't have said that. So I watch my mouth. I watch my tongue. I watch the things that I say to people. I watch what I say, especially if I know a person is like unattractive. I would never say, hey, you look like this person. Like if Beyonce was ugly, right? I would never tell the girl at my job that she looks like Beyonce, because Beyonce, I mean, we all know Beyonce is attractive, right? We all know Beyonce is beautiful. Who wouldn't want to say they look like Beyonce? But, or Halle Berry or whoever. So I would never say that. I would never say that, because people say stuff like that to me and I just be like, I look like who? Like, please just keep your fucking words to yourself. Don't even talk to me again. Oh, cool. Yeah, AI grew up in the Valley Station area. Oh, I used to live in Louisiana. West Point Road, worked for Humana for years. I love how y'all just be having side conversations. That's amazing. Halle Berry, yes, she still looks fine. She is beautiful, isn't she? Halle Berry is fine like fine wine, baby. I wonder if she's going to get married. Do you think she's going to marry that guy that she's been dating for, what is his name, Van Hunt? I don't really know much about him, but I think he's a good guy for her. But I think that he did ask her to marry him. And I think Halle Berry will marry him. I think she's like, I hope he don't play her, though. I hope he don't play her. Because I like Halle. That's my baby. Halle Berry, my baby. But, if somebody say you look like somebody that's unattractive or somebody that's like fat and sloppy and overweight, you're gonna be offended, right? You're gonna be offended. Halle Berry has not had the best relationship, so I wish her. Yeah, I hope it works for her and Van Hunt. Van Hunt seemed like a good guy, but who am I to say? I don't know that man. I hope he not out for the money, but Halle Berry got money. Even though she paid money, she paid money into her messed up relationships with these men. But I'm hoping she could get it right this time. Even like what's the other Spanish lady? Jennifer Lopez and all of them. It's sad. Sometimes it's hard to find love. It is. It's hard to find love. It's hard to find love. And then on Hollywood, you don't never know what's real love or what's something that they just staging. You know, they stage relationships in Hollywood every day. You know what I mean? You don't know what's real or what's not real. So Hollywood be staging relationships. Oh, y'all two need to get together because y'all gonna be more popular together than you guys if you weren't together. So I don't know. I don't really follow Hollywood too deep because I don't freaking care about them damn celebrities. But I do got some people that I really like. Like, I like a lot of them old time celebrities that I came up with. Like, a lot of the actors from like the 1980s are a lot of my favorite actors. But a lot of the actors that I loved when I was coming up are dying now. Like, they're getting older. My favorite celebrities are passing away. Some of my favorite old time celebrities are dying. You know, they're getting old, so you know, people gonna pass away, they're gonna age out. And that's just how things happen in the world, right? We all gonna go one day. But one thing I don't mind, I'm not trying to stay here forever, y'all. I am afraid of death. Are you guys afraid of dying? Are you guys afraid of death or no? Who's not afraid of death? I'm afraid. Because you know what? I'm afraid of the unknown. Even though I am a believer in Christ and all that stuff. Where'd this come from? Oh my God, I don't even know what this is. Oh, that's my car. I'm just cleaning out my car, y'all. Every time I be able to stop a place where I can stop and get some whatever, I clean out my car and see what I need to trash. But are you guys afraid of death? You trying to get monetized? Of course I am, but you know, I'm just naturally. These are stale. I want to get monetized, but it's not like a big thing that I'm trying so hard. I'm just kind of naturally growing my channel. So monetization comes along with it. That's what I'm gonna get. But I'm not trying to. I'm just working at it every day. But it's not really like it's not like a big thing for me. If it happens, it happens. I'm not really trying to like rush it, but yeah, I mean, this is my second channel. I have another channel that I don't even use it no more. Because a lot of people in my family had access to my homeless stuff. And my family members were watching me talk. You know, they were watching me rant about my life or whatever. So something was telling me, no, just make your own channel. Start another channel and have it be organic. Like, get your organic audience of people that don't know you. The only way people are going to find my channel if I go viral. That's the only way people are going to find me. And I doubt it if I'm going to go viral. So I'm happy with what I got going on. I'm not trying to get monetized, but I come live every day. So when you go live and you work your channel every day, I always produce content. So yeah, I'm gonna get monetized eventually. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm homeless because I got evicted out of my apartment. I live in a shelter right now. Why am I homeless? If you want to know why, you have to go watch my video. You got to go watch my channel. When you guys watch my channel, y'all watch some of my videos. That's in my video section or my reels. You'll find the answer there. That's dangerous. What's dangerous? Being homeless? Fear death? Yeah, I fear death because I'm fearful of the unknown. Even though death is probably just like when we go to sleep every night, I'm still afraid of the unknown because I'm like, I feel like I'm not going to wake up anymore. Like, I will be affected by that. I feel like when I'm dead, somehow I'm going to feel something. Like, I don't know. I'm just scared. As a woman, yeah, especially a black woman, I'd be paranoid. All women should be paranoid. Like, all women are, you know, all women that are homeless out here in these streets or whatever should be paranoid. All women should be paranoid. Anybody really should be paranoid, even men. So it's dangerous out here for everybody. But I live in a shelter, so I'm not like living in the streets. You know what I mean? As a philosophy major, I just discuss life and death so much. Not scared, but not rushing it. Yeah, I'm afraid of the unknown, I would say. Because, yeah, I'm afraid of the unknown. Because I don't know what's going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the church and everything. So they say there's a heaven and there's a hell. So sometimes I'm like, I'm perplexed about that. Like, I don't know if I even believe in that anymore. Like, I don't know if there's a place that we're going to go to that we're just going to live happily forever. Like, so we're going to live the rest of whatever's left in our spiritual bodies. Are we going to live like in this castle? Everything's fluffy. we're meeting our family that has passed on? Are we going to meet our cousin that murdered 7 people? Is he going to be in heaven too? Like, what's up? Is there, I do believe that there's a spiritual place that our spiritual bodies will probably go to, but what are we doing what are we doing as our spiritual bodies? Are we going to keep coming back in this earth to see people, like see our families and see how they're living? I think about all that stuff. I was raised in church too, and I'm atheist, and I don't think there's an afterlife. So you think when we're dead, it's just complete darkness? Do you think it's just we just see black, right? We see nothing. We just see nothing. I focus more on the dash on my tombstone. And my life had purpose. I left the world a better place. And then when I arrived, yeah, for sure. That's positive outlook on life. But I don't even know. I don't want to be buried. I don't even think I want a funeral, to be honest. I don't want family to mourn me. I just want to go like, you know what? Just cremate me. I don't want nobody crying over me because my life is crazy. So I just think when I'm done, I'm just done with this world. I don't want no mourners. I don't want no funeral. I just want to be burned and forgotten about. Maybe if we are good enough, we become guardian angels for our family. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I do believe in spirituality. I believe that, I believe that I believe in spiritual. I believe there's a spiritual realm. I believe that there's a spiritual place. But as far as what the Christian church say, heaven and hell, like, okay, so hell is a place where if you commit crimes and you do stuff, you're going to burn for eternity. So there's really a place that has so many people just burning forever. Is that what they're, because when we're spiritual beings, we can't experience pain. You're not supposed to, like, when we're spiritual, like, we'll never want to eat food again. We're spiritual beings. So spiritual beings, we don't need anything. So is that what you're saying? In hell, we're going to feel all this fire and brimstone, and in heaven, we're going to feel all this joy, and we're going to find our family members that passed on. Like, what is it? When we were younger, funerals, we would be upset. Yeah, when it's a funeral, people really should be joyful. We should be joyful, happy that that person is actually resting, because this world is hell. Where we live at is fucking hell on earth. Yes, I agree. I myself want a celebration of life and no need for a funeral or casket. I can be cremated or buried. And see, I don't even know if I want to be cremated because I'm scared that I'm going to feel something. I feel like I'll come back alive when they're just, starting the thing to roast my body. Like, I don't want to be buried or cremated. This is what I want to do. I want to go into a hole. I want a natural burial. I want a green burial. I just want to go into a hole. I want to be wrapped in a white sheet. Somewhat like what the Muslims do, but I'm not Muslim. I don't believe in, I don't believe in Muslim, but I like the way they do their funerals. It's very easy. You're nude and they wrap you in this white sheet. And I like that. I think I want to be a green burial, but I looked up green burials, and actually a green burial is more expensive than like a regular funeral. So I was like, how is this more expensive? Yes, because I lost dad a while back. It harder and expected, but I'm grown at peace, and lately I feel his presence. Yeah, I believe that we can feel people's presence, people that have passed away. Sometimes I hear people call my name, and I don't know where that could be from, but I've been hearing my name being called a lot, just in my head. Like, somebody will say my name, and I just be like, oh. I'm not scared or anything, but it may be someone trying to contact me. Who, I don't know, but people be saying my name, and I don't know if it's a male or a female that's saying my name, but I believe it could be someone that passed on, because I heard this about 3 times within the last 2 or 3 years. Someone said my name, and I heard my name exactly. And they didn't say my government name. They just said my name that everybody calls me. So I try to figure out, and like, where's that coming from? Like, why? I would Google, like, why is someone saying my name in my head? It's like a spiritual voice saying my name. And I'm not scared or anything like that, because I know that the spirit world, the spiritual realm exists. But sometimes I hear my name being called. And it's not in like a demonic, nasty, scary kind of way. It's just somebody saying my name. And I don't even know if this person is a male or a female that's saying my name. So I can't call it. But I was like, who's calling my name in the spirit world? Somebody trying to contact me? Like, who's talking to me in the spirit realm? As hell and Hades exists and was created for the fallen angels and Lucifer. I believe that earth is hell. I believe this is hell. I believe this is hell on earth. I believe that this is hell on the world. Why don't you stay with your kids? Never mind. They are only teenagers. Just saw your video. Yeah, I don't really talk about my kids. So I just talk about, I keep this channel about me. I don't talk about my situation with my kids. My kids are teenagers. And I don't talk about my kids anymore because I had this time on my other channel where I talked about my children and I talked about my kids on social media about stuff that I was going through. And it just turned into this big shit show. Everybody was just like dragging me through the mud. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to talk about my children anymore. So I don't talk about my kids. My channel right now is just about me and my homeless journey. I don't speak about my children. Respectfully, I don't say anything about my children because anything I say about them, a lot of people get in their feelings and they start kind of like trying to drag me through the mud. So I stopped doing that. I just keep it pretty much about myself. I agree. This is hell on earth and good to get to move to a better place. Yeah, I believe this is hell on earth, man. Because people out here are just so mean, so demonic, so nasty, so all types of people doing horrible things to kids. They're doing all types of horrible things to babies. Like, we just live in a sick world. We just live in a really, really sick world. So I don't know. All we can do is pray, right? All you can do is pray for better days. I pray every day when I wake up. I just ask God, thank God for waking me up this morning, starting me on my way. Even though some days I don't even want to freaking wake up and start my day. I just want to lay in the bed all day. Like, wow, oh my God, how did my life get this way? How did my life turn so crappy for, it's all my choices that I made. I don't blame nothing that I've done on anybody else. It starts with accepting the fact that I did this to myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do DoorDash. I don't want to do anything where I have to drive or use my car. I don't want to do that. I'm going to get a second job, but I don't want to do DoorDash or anything like that. Yeah, try to keep my personal life and my family separate. Just share my own opinions and talk about me. Family and kids are always off limits and nobody's business or concern. Yeah, because I messed that up when I had my TikTok stuff. I was venting about stuff I was going through with my children, and I had all kind of people bashing me. Like, I was just dragged through the mud. So I stopped doing that. I stopped. I said, if people want to drag me through the mud, just drag me, and I'll just block you and keep going on with my life. But once you start talking about your children and you start talking about maybe your relationship and all that, everybody has an opinion like they know you. So, but I stopped talking about my family and my children. I still talk about my family, like stuff that I feel uncomfortable about with my family. Like, when I say my family, I'm talking about my sisters, my brothers, my cousins. But I don't talk about my children anymore because this channel is not about them. It's about me. So, because people come in here and some people try to be funny. Like, I guess they go and look at some of my videos where I did talk about my kids at some point, but I stopped talking about my kids. I just did. It's rough on the vehicle. And my vehicle is already being pushed to the limit right now because I work so far away from the shelter. So I utilize this vehicle every day, and I'm so grateful that I have it. You know what I mean? So, because some people in the shelter where I'm at, they don't even have a car. So I'm just grateful for having a car, I'm grateful for having what I have. Hi, Natasha. How are you? We leave in good times. I think it's Jesus is on his back. We leave in good times. We live in good times. I believe in Jesus Christ for sure. But yeah, we just living in some dark times, man. And all we have is the power of prayer and protection over our lives. Yeah, we living in some bad times, man. People treating these kids all types of crazy ways. Damn, it is dark. What state you in? I'm in New Jersey. I've been homeless before with kids and without kids. No car. I had to hustle for rooms. Man, it's hard out here, sis. I know. some of the girls in the shelter right now, but a lot of the girls that I'm in the shelter with, they have a lot of drug problems going on. I don't have a Zelle. I have a Cash App. If you want to, if anybody want to, like I said before, I don't ask for money. But if anybody ever wanted to donate to me, I do have a Cash App, and my Cash App is on my About section of my video. If you find the About section, you read about my, you know, you can read up about me and what I do on my channel. It's the description box. It's under the description box. I don't have a Zelle account. Yeah, sadly, some people are weirdos and are not like us in PDFs and predators, and will try to reach out to your kiddos. I learned the hard way and had to get authorities involved. Yeah, you got to protect your children at all costs, man. I'm so glad. I mean, this is something I will say about my children. I'm so glad that me raising my children, nothing has ever happened to my children in a bad way. Thank God. Because I ain't trust nobody. I ain't trust my brother, my uncle, my cousin, my whoever. So I never left my kids in situations where they could be violated or hurt. Or even if something would have happened to them, they was going to tell me. They was going to tell me, because I always told my kids, even since they was like crawling, when they was babies, and they would crawl through the house. I said, nobody's never supposed to kiss you on your face. Nobody's supposed to touch you here. If somebody put their hands in your diaper, that's inappropriate. That's not right. So my kids they would tell me. But I don't want to get off on that type of situation. But it's just a lot of kids are getting violated today, man. A lot of kids are getting violated by their mother's boyfriends or their uncles or people that you allowing into your house, and you have children. If you are a single woman and you're raising kids by yourself, you don't need to be dating nobody. You don't need to be dating nobody. And I know it's hard, because when you have to go to work, who gonna watch your kids? I understand that. I understand that. But it's hard out here. And I look at these girls and I say, y'all need to stop having these babies, because it's a sick world that we're in. And if your kids are older, thank God for that. Because when they're young and they can't talk and they can't speak, and you just leaving your kids with anybody, I think if somebody ever were to hurt my children in such a way like that, I couldn't take it. I would probably want to unalive myself, because I couldn't take the pain from that. Yeah, and Cali, if you not on drugs or kids in system or in jail a lot, they don't help you. It's tough. Yeah, it's hard. No sitting on laps. Yeah, I didn't even let my kids sit on my lap like that, and I'm a mother. But even with me, I told my kids, even your mom, I always say me, I always put myself involved. Your mom and your dad is not supposed to kiss you in your mouth. Certain things we're not supposed to do, and we're your parents, and we love you, but we're not even supposed to do that. I always put myself, mommy not supposed to kiss you on your lips. Mommy is not supposed to kiss you on your lips. Mommy is not supposed to touch you nowhere. Mommy's only supposed to help you wipe yourself when you're young. But at a certain age, I stopped helping my kids wipe themselves. You know, when kids are young, you got to help them wipe themselves and stuff like that. After a certain age, I stopped doing that. After a certain age, I stopped going in there helping my daughter and my son take a bath. After a certain age, they were doing it themselves, unless they said, hey, mom, can you come help wash my back or something like that. But I was like, okay, I'll come help you wash your back, but you put this bathing suit on so you're not exposed to me, and I'm your mom. I just always let them be comfortable enough. Like, you shouldn't be naked around me, even though I'm a woman or whatever. You shouldn't be naked around me. You want me to help you wash your back or help you wash your hair? Okay, put on your bathing suit, or put on your boxer shorts, or put on your underwear, and put on your bra. That way you're not exposed to me, and I'm your mom. So I always protected them in that way. So they know, God forbid, if somebody ever tries something on them, they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me, because they're going to know, oh, this is weird. This ain't right. This never happened to me before. And it's a shame that we have to, like, the kids are so unprotected today. Because most of the time, I mean, I was watching, I don't know if y'all watch this YouTube channel. I love him. The Soft White Underbelly. Man, I heard this guy on there, you know, he deals with a lot of drug addicts and a lot of people in the streets. Like, he talks to prostitutes, but Soft White Underbelly had a guy up there. He was talking about childhood sexual abuse, this man that groomed him and ended up sleeping with him. And it was a man that raped this teenager. And this man had violated this boy. And he was a teenager. So he was a teenager. He could have fought back. And sometimes in my head, I'm thinking, like, why didn't you fight back? Why you let this man do this to you? But I don't know anything about abuse in that way. So I don't know, like, the mindset of people that are old enough to fight back, old enough to run, and they just don't. I said, why did you let this man do this to you, man? And I was listening to his whole story because he was talking for like an hour about how it happened and how he met this man. And I was just like, I can't believe you let that man do those things to you. Like, why? But who am I? You're going to get blocked. We're not even going to answer those questions. But yeah, soft white underbelly. I love him. Due to my line of work, I had internet peeps and tried to extort me and go after my kids and their socials. They're so sick. There's sick people out here, man. You got to protect your kids. Unknown, don't spam. I just blocked them. I just blocked the spammers. I don't know why people do that, but I don't know. Is that AI doing that, or it's already 7:50. It's almost time for me to go back. So let me go into the store and I'm gonna go get me some something to eat, snack on, and then I'm gonna head back to the shelter. But it's been 36, so I'm about to go. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later. But yeah, I'll be back on in the morning, 5:30. And I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? Y'all have a good night. Bye, mentors. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate all the support, all the thumbs up, all the likes. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.